So 30 Days of Night. I liked the idea of vampires in Alaska. You got 30 days, no sun. That's all good.
Vampires can't live in sun, JD.
No, you got 30 days all nighttime. That's good. You've got all white, snow, backdrop. That's a good palette to work from. You got blood splattering everywhere. Looks really cool. Pops, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then there was the one shot from above looking down that was amazing.
Beautiful aerial shot.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Rest of the movie, I'm not so okay with.
It was painful, actually. And not painful like a horror movie should be, where you're like, oh my God! It was painful as in, what time is it? And how much time do we have left in the theater?
It's 30 Days of Night, and they use the device where they say day
7 days.
Day 18. And I just kept thinking, dear God, day 18, that means we're halfway through this crap. That's bad. When your device does that, when you think, oh, man, you know, I was kind of hoping people would be excited about, oh, day 18, God, there's so much left. You know?
Hey, they still made it. They're still
just
cooped up in a house, and they're afraid. The survivors of 30 Days of Night, they run to a house, and they go up in an attic that nobody knows about, and there's vampires running rampant in the town, vampires who don't sleep, right, feed on blood, and it's night out all the time, so they don't have anything else to do except search for people. It's a small town in Alaska, very small town, but they just can't seem to find these guys for 30 freaking days.
They don't have to sleep. They got no jobs. They're not snacking at the Burger King. It's like, go find the fucking people.
And honestly, the Jaws thing was pretty cool for a while. When I say Jaws thing, I mean that they don't show
for
the
about 20
vampires. Yeah, for a good 20 minutes. And we are anticipating their arrival.
That's work.
And, of course, Ben Foster, right, is in the movie, and he's kind of like the Renfield character who comes in, and he's saying these vampires are going to come kill everybody, and we're a little bit worried. He's having a good time. After the first 20 minutes, absolutely downhill.
As soon as they personify the vampires, it's done. There's no more suspense. Now you're just like, well, I know what they look like. I know what they sound like. They keep screaming. Do something, for crying out loud.
And they keep talking in some bizarre East European accent. Or not accent, actually language.
It's subtitled.
It's subtitled,
Which I actually thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then they didn't say anything.
No.
Which ruined the whole
If this was a
thing.
Joss Whedon TV show, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the vampires would have had something really interesting to say.
Well, and Joss Whedon kind of ruined demons for everybody, because if you're if you're not going to like Jaws and Hitchcock your demon and keep it away so we can't see what's the monster, then you got to go with something that's clever or well written or interesting.
Which wasn't this movie.
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all.
The gore, it's not really there. It's only hinted at for a long time. And then, just like the vampires, we see way too much of it. And it doesn't have any effect anymore. Although, it was interesting to have a fixed shot on a guy getting his head chopped off. And it's not so successful right away.
No, it's more than one hit.
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 whacks.
Whacks.
Yeah, and his face kind of freezes. So, for the gore fans, for the people that go to see cool makeup and whatnot, this scene will float your boat. If you can wait through 2 hours of, almost 2 hours, just short of 2 hours of crap just to see a guy get his head chopped off, more power to you.
And the art direction's not bad. I mean, the movie
it's great.
You know, it looks really cool at times, but there's just nothing there.
I can't believe there's nothing there.
And who
I'm so
cares about all the
disappointed.
thematic crap that you and I want out of a movie? It's like, if it's just a cool horror movie, then
If
great.
it scares you at
But
all.
it doesn't.
No.
It just lays there in the snow like that.
30 Days of Night felt like 30 days in the theater. I've never been so disappointed in a movie that started out so good. This is a rock fist way down for me. Fuck this movie.
Wow. Well, it's a rock fist way down for me as well. It was a very disappointing experience, but you know, it just was so two-dimensional.
Go see something else on Halloween, kids. This is not it. It looks cool, believe me, and you're going to love it, you know, after seeing those previews, but don't do it.
I like vampire movies.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Leave after the first half hour. Go home and write a better screenplay.